Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It is not only payday, but it's the last Tuesday in January of 2024. Like January literally flew by. I sure hope the rest of the year doesn't do that, but I'll tell you, it has absolutely been crazy and exciting, and we have so many things happening. Not only did they drop a promo last night, but they also have, we have the My Fresh meals that just launched. We have the rank advancements that we just launched. And you guys, here's what I want to tell you. And then obviously yesterday, getaways are back. This is all like setting us all up for incredible momentum. And I have to tell you, I think there's no such thing as a coincidence. Today on my timeline, I had a 10-year anniversary with my sponsor who I met 10 years ago. And well, I became friends with her 10 years ago. I remember it was because we had just gotten back from conference and we had met. We had seen each other like on our team pages. We were sidelines and we clicked and we challenged each other from that point forward, you guys. I had not even I hadn't hit like really any rank. Like I had hit like some small goals there, but I hadn't really like taken off yet. And I'll tell you, we challenged one another 10 years ago. And then fast forward to 7 years ago, we were both about to walk away from this industry. Like we were just tired, not aligned. We were just burnt out. And I think a lot of times people can get like that. They can get frustrated. And I want you to know something about this. And it made me think about it this morning when I seen that. And it's going to lead right into my introduction to Annaliese. Okay. A lot of times, first, we set expectations for ourselves that are unreasonable. All right. Unreasonable. You have to set small goals for yourself, you guys, so you can celebrate those wins along the way. And, you want to dream big, but you want to create a plan and a way to get to that place, right? Because if you just say, I'm going to go here, but you don't have a roadmap to how you're going to get there, well, I can tell you, you're probably going to quit at some point in time because you haven't hit that big goal, but you also didn't celebrate the wins. It's kind of like whenever one of your kids gets in trouble for something, it's like, when you're punishing them or you're disciplining them, you always want to also follow it with like two positives. Like I'm a negative plus two positives type of person, right? So like you want to make sure that when you're setting yourself up, guys, whenever with this business, like we literally are going to hit walls. It is going to be hard. All right. It is going to be hard at times. And you wouldn't start a job. This is a business, a self-run business. First off, you've got to discipline yourself. If you're going to be your own boss, then it's going to take treating it like you're your own boss, right? You wouldn't buy a shop and, rent out space and then never turn your lights on and never put a sign up for your business and never try to advertise or tell anybody that you're even open or what you even have, right? And with that said, if you did just put a business, but you didn't put a sign on it and you never told anybody about it, why would they stop by? What are they going to get? Right? So I'm telling you that because, 7 years ago, when I was about to walk away, I was in a place where I just was like, didn't have hope. I was exhausted. I was tired. I was unmotivated. I was drowning, to be honest with you, in every way, physically, mentally, like financially, like every way. I was drowning. And along comes my friend who was also in the same boat. And she says, hey, she handed me a lifeboat. And I've been on this kick today with using the word lifeboat. Okay. Because, people hand you lifeboats. And a lot of times it's kind of like, I don't know if anybody's ever heard that TikTok or reel or whatever it is. It's like God's handing you. And this isn't anything I know everybody has different religious beliefs, so please don't take this the wrong way or anything, but I'm saying, like, you're given all of these things that you're praying for, but you don't even, you're not actually taking it. Like, you're not seeing how it's what you've been praying for all along, and you just keep on passing it up, and then at the end you're like, God, I've been praying for it, and you're like, I sent you the lifeboat, but you didn't hop on. And the thing is that in this world, in this lifetime, you're going to be given lifeboats, and sometimes you're going to not hop on them, and you're going to learn lessons from them, and then sometimes you're going to hop on them and it's going to be a sinking ship. But sometimes we sink that ship ourselves, all right, because we don't take action. And maybe we didn't inflate the lifeboat, and we didn't put air into the lifeboat, and we didn't set that lifeboat in the right, like, in a direction, going any direction, right? So with that said, this entry when I started was literally the lifeboat that I needed. And while I was resistant and I said no, I trusted my friend, and your friends are going to trust you. And the people that follow you on social media, if you are providing them a solution and they know, like, and trust you, which means building relationships, you guys, you literally, that's when they're going to actually listen to what you have to say. That's when they're going to hear you. It's not just you talking, but they're going to hear you and what it is. And they're going to hear you because you're telling them a solution to what they already are looking for. But, this industry changed my life. This company changed my life 7 years ago. I tried the product. I heard on the call when I was asked to get on the call what this product could do for me. And then when I said yes to trying it and giving it a try, very skeptical, by the way, I was like, it was the product and solution that I never knew I needed. All right. I never knew I needed it. And there are a lot of people out there that don't even know about Thrive, don't know about Lavelle. I don't care how much you think that everybody knows about it. They don't. All right. And some selling points to you that Annaliese can confirm with me, because you guys, she has left not once, but twice. Okay. And listen, people, they lose their love sometimes for it, but also they try different things and different avenues. So, I am so excited because Annaliese was one of the friends and leaders on my team that came to my wedding, and she got to spend time. She knows me very well, and has stayed in my home with me. Okay. And so Annaliese, took a little bit of time off. And when she came back this time, you guys, I have to tell you, she 100% has that fire that it takes. All right. So I'm going to tell you, go to her page and you will see the excitement, because if you don't have excitement, why would anybody else be excited? And you have to ask yourself, Chash just said something over here, SMART goals. You guys, look up SMART goals and then fill it out. Fill out the form, because when you look it up, you're going to see it. You want to make sure that they are measurable, that you are actually taking action steps that are going to get you to where you're going. All right. So Annaliese, unmute yourself, my dear, because you know me, I will keep on talking. And, I just want you to share a little bit about your journey. And as you guys listen to Annaliese, she's going to pop off some tips to you. Okay. But I'm going to tell you, when you go and you take a look at her page and you go stalk her, because you need to, okay? Especially if you need movement in your business, you need to, because, and listen, you don't have to be like her. You're like, it takes a while to get those muscles. All right. She's disciplined. Like, seriously, she's super disciplined. But when I tell you, if you aren't bringing energy to what it is you're standing behind, find a way that you can find a way that you are getting consistent, that you would want to join you, because we get what we are. And it's like, that hit me smack in the face the other day, because I'm getting what I want, and I know who I am. So I'm attracting, and I'm like, I can't wait, because it's going to be the most explosive year I ever had, because I finally am there. I'm there. It's like, I believe it and I know it. And it's like, back in 2017 when I said, I'm going 200K, guess what? My husband's going 200K. That's what I'm going. And you know what? You guys, he's not even 4K right now. So there you go. He's going 200K. By the end of April, mark my words. I've made the decision. And once you make the decision, you get there. Annaliese, introduce yourself, my dear. Share your story and share your passion and share all the good stuff. She already has the tips written down. So I'm going to let you roll with it.
I actually was writing down literally everything you said. I think you touched on it, so it's so perfect. Thank you for having me on. And I actually know so many people on here, and I'm so happy because I love you all. And we've all met, like Amanda said, even when I left, this community is so strong. I wasn't with Thrive when I was at your wedding, when I slept at your house, and like everybody who's popping in the comments, I love you all because we all stayed friends and hung out across the country. And I'm just so happy to be here. But a couple things Amanda touched on that I wanted to talk about. The big thing, the reason why we're having so much success over here is because I am so excited. I think, yes, I took breaks, and what that made me realize is when you're in this business, you have to make it your own. You have to do what you want in the business, and you have to take from it everything that fulfills you. So yes, I love the fitness. I love the health. These My Fresh meals, I am so excited because it's like a whole nother realm of this. And you'll go to my page and you'll see that that's my excitement. But if you're on my team, or if you've ever talked to me before, I'm like, what is the thing that you want to accomplish? What are you going to pull from this business? Do you need energy? Okay, focus on those capsules. Focus on that 3 steps. Get activate. That's why I'm so hyper right now. And I love it. And I use it every day. But focus on whatever you need in your life, because people are going to be attracted to you. And if you know my team at all, we are I'm in a one-stop light town. A lot of us are literally right here, whether they're from my old team or like they're here with me now. And they're like, well, everybody knows you. I'm like, yeah, but everybody doesn't want to connect with me. Everybody doesn't want to buy from me. Everybody doesn't want to see what I'm doing. I'm so blocked on so many people, like across the board, especially local people. They say hi to me when I'm out and they never want to see my Facebook, but they might connect with you and what you're doing. So like Amanda said, you don't have to be like me. You can go to my page. You can see my excitement. You can feel it every day because I am so excited to be here. And that definitely shows through. But you don't have to be like me. You have to find whatever it is your 5 things are, your 3 things are. What is it that makes you excited? Or what's something you've always wanted to try that you're willing to go in and learn? Because now you have Thrive. You have the energy to go learn or go try things. You have the community to support you. A lot of people don't try new things or learn new things because they're afraid to fail and afraid their friends aren't going to like them and afraid this and that. And I promise you, hands down, that doesn't happen here. And I am proof. They will follow you. We will love you. And you just have to really go after whatever, because that's what people want to do in life. They want to feel that energy, that next step, whatever they're like longing for. They want to fill that in. And we're here to show them that's possible. And that's sort of like the out of the box big picture in this business. And also going back to what Amanda said, because I was taking notes on notes. When she said somebody out there is hoping and praying for this, literally think about this, guys. Somebody, I don't know if you've been there, I've been there, but somebody went to sleep last night crying because they couldn't pay their bills, because they don't know how they're going to get through another day without the energy to get their kids to school and sports and do all this and still be a good mom and a good wife and a good friend. I'm going to cry just saying this. Like, somebody out there is sitting there right now thinking, this isn't possible. How am I going to get through one more day? Whether it's with the community, with energy, with everything we have here, somebody's praying and like, just give me a sign, just give me a sign. And if you don't show up, and I'm not, we all have our own lives and everything like that, but if you don't show up and talk about what we have here, they're never going to know that this could literally pull them out of that hole. Like, you could be saving their life. And I know, like, if you see it on a piece of paper and it doesn't look like that, but I promise you, this is saving lives. This is making people live again. This is, I mean, literally, like, if you're in I've seen people get out of foreclosure. I've seen people save their cars. I mean, some people on this Zoom, I know it has saved them from a lot of hard times, a lot of personal hard times, including us. And this is giving people their life back. And I think that's where my excitement comes from. When you see it, I've seen this happen for so many people and ourselves. And like, we're living our dream life. And we're 4Ks. And my husband and I are both 4Ks now. Tell Tim he's got to step it up. We'll challenge him.
He
Yeah.
was 4K and then he lost it. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's because I was battling myself. I was in my
I
own
know you
head,
were.
right?
Yep.
And I think that a lot of people are in their own heads. And Kaylee just said it over here in the comments. She said exactly, get out of your own head. People
Yep.
need what you have to offer. And I'm going to be honest with you guys and very blunt here. Either you're going to introduce them to it or someone else is going to. And right now, I can tell you that people are being loud and that momentum is going to come where the energy is. And Angela always says it, you know, where your energy goes, I mean, where your energy flows, your energy the energy goes, right? Or whatever. And I'll tell you that, or where your focus, whatever, I mess stuff up, but you get what I'm saying here, but that's true. And, you know, a lot of people overcomplicate this, you guys. We just have to share. You know, Annaliese mentioned that, you know, yeah, she's into fitness and stuff. And some of you guys are like, you don't even know who you are. Guess what? That is a self-discovery journey. Take people on that journey with you. They need it too. If you are a mom or a dad on here, and I'm talking to mom and dad specifically, just because of the question I'm going to say, how many of you have felt lost and didn't know who you were besides being a parent? I'm in a very weird place right now. Like all of our kids just are over 18 and moving out, except for one. And I went through a divorce, you know, 3.5 years ago, and she's only here half the time. And that is hard. And you lose yourself when every single day of my life was surrounded with softball and soccer and running my kids to and from school and homework. And I didn't know who I was. And when I joined this industry 11 years ago, after my car was repossessed in front of my children, in front of my neighbor and their best friends, I was working full time and drowning. And there's nothing wrong with working because I was working full time when I went 200K. Okay. But I wanted to be able to be home and that's what I chose. And then I did go back during like, you know, the bug thing. And I was like also going through a divorce and people didn't know that I was going to be going through a divorce, but I needed to keep my mind busy. And okay, so I'm not working at the hospital. I'm still a nurse, and I'm about to tap into a little bit of that with a little side thing that I was asked to help with. But listen, I have a lot to share where I am in life today, right? It's coming into this, like, who am I now? What are my goals now? I'm not the same person I was when I joined 7 years ago. I'm not the same person I was when I joined this industry 11 years ago. Heck, I'm not the same person I was yesterday. Like I've got like 10 personalities, you know, and from day to day, you're not always going to be on, but I can tell you, if you don't, and I know Annaliese is going to talk on this, I'm just going to lead right into it. Seek the answers you are looking for. Okay. And you guys, you have to look, because when you learn them, and you are teaching them to yourself, you're going to remember them and I can remember being a brand promoter. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no clue. Most people do not know what they are doing. I was told to go get 2 customers and 2 promoters. Okay. It's all right. I see you're going, shh.
They just keep coming out.
Share what it is that you felt. Share what you're feeling. Share how you felt before and share how you felt after you tried it. It's as simple as that. Share that you're excited that you're getting up and you're dancing in the living room. Share that you're excited that, you know, you got time, like that you're out of your bed and that you're sleeping better and that your body feels better. Share. Okay. Because literally, and listen, you have to take giving, like caring what other people think, off the table. All right. Because people laughed at me. I paid a post about this the other day. People laughed at me. People made fun of me. People were waiting on me to fail. Back in 2013, when I joined this industry, everybody was like, is that a pyramid scheme? And I literally had to look it up. I had to look it up because I didn't even know what a pyramid scheme was back then, right? And I want you guys to know that if you get started and if you have been around for a while, okay, I can't light that fire for you. I can spit some fire. All right. I will spit some fire and I will keep you motivated, but it matters what you do when you get off the Zoom. It matters what you do every day when you get up. If you want this business to bring in an income for you, or maybe you just want to thrive for free, that's okay. That's the great thing about this business, you guys. You get to do what it is that you want out of it. I had somebody message me last week and they were having conversations with people. Okay. And when the person asked them a question, they gave them a book. Quit doing that. You guys, listen, here's what I want to tell you. Answer what somebody is asking. Listen to what they are telling you and then reply accordingly. They don't want to know every single thing that Thrive does. Okay. They don't. And if they do, send them the Shop Thrive link and they can read all about it and read every ingredient that they want. They can read every single detail. You want to find out what do they want, and then you want to connect them with that. What will it do for me? And literally, you guys, keep it short, simple, and to the point. And when you do that, it builds confidence. If you are not confident with that, that's okay. Screenshot your conversation, send it to one of your sidelines, your uplines, whoever it is that you feel confident can help give you direction, and get them on the phone, get them in a chat, doing voice memos. I do it all the time. I promise you, I am on a big sample run. I told Tim last night, and I'm getting ready to put it up, but I wanted to look up something before I did. I put it up in my stories already, but I'm getting ready to make a post. I want to get 20 samples out by tomorrow. Okay. And I also am going to basically do like a referral. I want to get 20 samples out by tomorrow, and I want to sign I'm going to sign more customers than one, but my goal is 20 samples by tomorrow. And you want to know what I'm doing in that giveaway because I'm going to do a giveaway, but there's catches to it. Okay. They have to go through a funnel system in order to get an entry, in order to have a potential to earn or win, what I'm going to offer. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, one, I'm teaching them to share. I'm teaching them right out of the gate that if they share, they're going to get more entries. And when they get more entries, they have more of a chance to win. Guess what? When you get your customers, that's one of the things that they have to do. They have to agree to take the product correctly, have a free account. They have to agree to tag me when their product comes and share why they're excited to get started. You guys, imagine when all of these samples get into people's hands. And I'm not telling you, you want to put value on that stuff, okay? Whether that's the funnel, whether that's charging them $5, $10, $25, whatever it may be, okay? But what I want to tell you is if you get all of those people sharing why they're excited, yes, three-way. I'm here because of a three-way, okay? If you get all of those people sharing, Paul used to say it all the time, other people's efforts. Okay. It's not just you. And when you're sharing and you're teaching somebody else to share, now they can get it for free. What happens if they don't want to I know somebody's asking this, but my customer won't share. Well, is that because you're asking them to be a promoter? Like, not literal. Okay. Because they're not a promoter. They're a customer. So switch your mindset with it and switch the way you're asking them. Hey, do you want to thrive for free? Yes. Okay. You know how you told me that you literally couldn't even get out of bed a week ago? And ever since like day 1 or day 3, you literally have gotten more housework done than you have in months or heck, a year. Guess what? Here, let me type this up for you. Go put that up. Tag me. I'll reply to the comments. I'll make sure all your friends get your referral link. That's what you do. And then you friend every single one of those people. When they get their customer account, they are now your customer. Okay. They're your customer. Yes, they were referred by your friend, but they are your customer. And guess what? You guys, referrals count for getaways. They count for your PPA. If that customer decides to hit the promoter button, well, then those customers will go with them. Okay. That's great. However, until that customer's, decides to do that, if they ever decide to do that, guys, I see customer accounts all the time that have like 20 referrals, 30 referrals, ridiculous amounts of referrals. Okay. You want to know why? They don't want to be promoter. So sometimes you're asking somebody to share something that they don't want to share. Okay. And listen, some people don't want to put their business out there. That's okay. They also don't want it free if they don't want to talk about it. It's as simple as that. It's a trade. Okay. You want it for free? What are you willing to do? Okay. Because nothing is free. Like nothing is really free. All right. You have to still do some kind of exchange. And in order for them to get it for free, which mind you guys, that's $160 something USD, 180 something USD. I have not had to pay for my product since I started Thrive. Okay. I mean, yes, I bought product, but I'm saying like I have not, my monthly orders I've had covered since I started. And if I didn't have it back in credits because I gave all my credits away, guess what? My paychecks have bought my product. That is my business, right? So my business is reinvesting in myself. I wouldn't have had that money if it wasn't for my business. Correct? Yes. So quit thinking about it the other way around. So your customers, they want to thrive for free. Great. Have them tell you how they feel. And you guys, I'm going to be truthful with you here. The number one reason why most of you guys do not have customer retention is because you're not following up. You're not making sure they're getting the results they want. You're not helping them tailor up. You're not messaging them and saying, making sure they're taking their Thrive right. You're not asking them how you can help them. In fact, a lot of times I hear people say they don't even ask them about stuff. They don't even follow up. There's a lot of people that have never followed up with a single soul. And then when their customers drop off, they're like, well, why all my customers keep dropping off? Well, when they started their experience, did you make sure they were doing it right? Did you help them troubleshoot? Did you help them adjust like products or what maybe they could change? Because you guys, if somebody's taking the 3 steps and then they're going to McDonald's every day and they're like just laying on their couch, chances are they might feel a little bit better, but they're still going to have the effects of eating the McDonald's and laying on the couch all day. You understand what I'm saying here? Like they're still going to be hungry. They're not magically going to get these incredible results. Are they going to be a little bit better? Yeah, probably, but they're still going to be battling the other bad habits. And that's one of the big things with LaBelle right now, you guys. They are introducing a lifestyle, and it's why it changed my life, honestly. Because these 3 steps led me into wanting to live a healthier life. I was surrounded by all these people that were getting healthy and I was struggling. And then I met 3 people that were like me and told me their solution and what they did. And that's how I went ahead and was brave enough to go and take some steps that I took. And I realized during that journey that I didn't know how to eat at all. I like to eat, but all the wrong things. And LaBelle introducing my fresh meals, and those of you guys have not tried them yet or have not received them yet, let me just tell you, when you get them, that needs to be a priority. I promise you, they are incredible. Like I was blown away. I felt like I was and I put them on like fancy plates because literally we eat off paper plates every day. But I actually put them on fancy plates, like on plates, not fancy plates, but plates. Okay. I plated every single one of the meals so far that I've eaten. And the kids have eaten, and they all know they're not allowed to touch them unless I take a picture or they take a picture. Period. End of story. Okay. Because I said, do not eat unless you put it on this plate and you take a picture. because I want to post about them. I want to talk about them. And then I ask them for the reviews. These meals are so incredible. My stepson, he just turned 18 the other day. He's the pickiest person. He has eaten 2 of the meals, and both meals, they have like lemon taste, like lemon seasoning on them. The one was cod, I think, and the other was chicken. And he was like, both times he added like lemon pepper to it. He was like, my thing is, it needs like a little bit more seasoning. I said, Cole, and I said, it's because it doesn't have all the other crap in it. I said, that's why our bodies and most of us, our palates are so used to preservatives and artificial like sweeteners and all this processed added stuff. I have said this a bazillion times and I will keep saying it every single day. The My Fresh meals, when I calculated how much I would spend on them, you guys go and calculate how much it would cost you for you to get every person in your family Chick-fil-A. Put it in the Chick-fil-A app. Go put it in the McDonald's app. Look at the calories, look at the fat, look at the sodium, look at the dietary everything. Yeah, night and day. Quality matters, right? Annaliese eats really healthy. Annaliese, I know you've been talking, like literally, you have so much excitement on your My Fresh meals. Every post that you've put up about them, because can you share a little bit about why? Because
Yeah,
you
sure.
why.
Yeah, and actually, I actually just wrote this down about My Fresh too, because it's a better referral program than any other meals out there. Factor is probably, if you're a little crazy and went into all the competitors and stuff, Factor is kind of our number one thing. And I'm really big in the like fitness influencer community. I'm not big, but I follow a lot of people and learn a lot of things. And our referral program for that, let alone if nobody ever touches Thrive, is absolutely incredible. And having these meals where they're already, the calories are there, the macros are there, the protein is high and everything like that, that is huge. And so I'm a certified nutrition coach, personal trainer, all that good, lovely stuff. But so many people don't know how to eat, even if they're, like you said, you're trying to eat healthy, but you don't know what you're doing. And it gets frustrating and expensive and you don't have the time and all the things. But these meals they're set for you. A lot of them are 35 to 40 grams in protein. I mean, people eating one of those meals a day, like alone, I bet you most people will feel a million times better because they're actually fueling their body with what it needs. And like Amanda said, in my posts, a lot of mine really hit home on the feelings and the emotions. Like, you're running around to sports, you don't have the time to do this. You want your kids to be healthy. Your kids are in sports and you want to teach them healthy habits, but then you're stopping at McDonald's because there's no time between work and this and the stress. That's all stress. If you might have felt that when I said that. And I'm like, what if it doesn't have to be this way? Relieving that stress alone is going to make your body so much more balanced, so much healthier. You're going to have more energy just from that alone. And I think that's why these meals are so important. And the other thing is, when they start having these meals, and like you said, your palate starts to change because you're actually eating healthy food. Maybe you're trying new things. You're seeing how much a portion size is and what that looks like, or how to do, carb, fat, protein. Like, this is going to change their other meals in their day. And this is huge, like, let alone Thrive filling in nutritional gaps. Now we're giving you the gosh darn nutrition. I didn't swear, I did good.
Well, no, but I'm going to tell you guys, your palate does change. Okay. So a lot of you guys
100%.
don't know, or you do know, I had gastric sleeve surgery in March of 2019. Yeah, 19, almost 5 years ago. I was at my highest, like 327. I don't know after that because I got off the scale. And guess what? I had a trainer. I was on a meal plan. I was running steps, okay, at 327 pounds because I was an athlete growing up. So I'm not afraid to go work out and do all that. I was doing all this, following all this. But guess what? I was also eating 100 calorie packs that have zero nutritional value, okay? Because I was told to follow these calories. Well, not all calories are equal. Not all food is equal, okay? And I'm telling you that because just like that, not all vitamins are equal. I thought they were crazy and I made fun of them. as a nurse, where my word and what I share is actually, somebody listens to, which made me look even worse. I'm like, you can't feel your vitamins. Nobody feels vitamins. Well, you sure do. You sure do when you've tried Thrive. Okay. And I did not ever feel my vitamins before Thrive. And I didn't know anybody that had. Right. And I thought these people were just like, wearing crack patches. And literally, I said that, like, there's posts out there, you guys, of me saying that. Okay. And like the reality of it is that the food, though, your palate, when I had that surgery, and I was unable, okay, I need you to understand this. I could not eat pasta, rice, bread. I can eat it now, but for a long time, I could not eat those things because it would swell in my stomach and take up all the room that I did have. Okay. So guess what that also taught? I had to eat so much in protein every day. And first off, I had to be on a liquid diet at first. And then I had to go into soft foods. At conference in 2019, I was just entering into soft and attempting to eat some like shredded chicken, and it was hard because I could eat a couple bites and I was done. My first meal after my surgery was literally like a less than a fourth of a cup of egg whites. Okay? And I was stuffed. Anyways, but I needed to try to get protein in, and what I found was stuff didn't taste the same. After I started like not being able to eat all the crap, stuff didn't taste the same. And my taste buds started to change. My hunger pain started to change. When you fill those nutritional gaps with your 3 steps, and then you actually follow it with a healthy diet on top of it, not only are you accelerating your results, okay, not only are you feeling incredible, but your hunger cravings, all of those things are going to change because you're getting the things that your body actually needs. You're not going to have the insulin spikes. Annaliese, even knowing all the things that she does, you guys, listen, the other day she asked a question and I said, oh no, our shakes are glycemic or low glycemic index. Okay. Now certain ones are going to be higher. And of course, if they throw milk in, like use regular milk, it's going to up the calories, it's going to up the sugars, it's going to up all that. But if they use skim milk or they use unsweetened almond milk, but I use water with mine, just because, like I said, my stomach fills very quickly. I can't even drink a full lifestyle mix still to this day. I can't drink a full one, but I make a full one. I probably shouldn't, but I do because I want to try to drink it and I'll sip on it forever. Okay. Annaliese, as people are hopping, like as people finish off, because we'll wrap this up here in just a second, just because I got to go get my kid. Tell them what it is, because you've got momentum, you guys. She's duplicating this. She's sharing this success. She has new teammates coming in. What would you tell somebody? Because you have come and you have gone. Okay. And because of that, a lot of you guys are actually in the same spot as her. A lot of you guys maybe didn't leave, but you checked out for a while, or you don't have any promoters. You're not thriving for free. First off, I want to challenge every single person on this Zoom to thrive for free by the end of the month. If you are thriving for free already, then I want to challenge you to go through every single one of your promoters that are actually like breathing. Okay. I'm saying breathing like they've got a pulse and they're trying to work their business. And I want you to challenge them to get to customers by the end of the month, to make sure they are qualified and active, and to get to customers by the end of the month so that they're thriving for free on February 2nd. Okay. Be intentional with this. You want to watch your volume start to raise, get your team thriving for free. And then once you get your team thriving for free, well, your promoters thriving for free, then you reach down lower and lower. I have been digging into my organization, reaching out to promoters that had like personally enrolled, and you guys, literally 5 promoters in the past 2 days that were under people. I seen they had volume. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you reached out to me. I'm no longer on an island. You made my day, is what Stacy said to me on Friday. One of the ladies that's so excited. You made my day today. I no longer feel like I'm off on an island. She was trying to figure it out on her own. You guys, she did not even know I existed. Why? Because her upline never, ever introduced her to me. And like they kind of kept people off on a different like island away from the rest of the team. Teamwork makes the dream work. The community is going to be why some people join. Okay. So know this, there are people that are going to join you for the community. There are people that are going to join you because they want to get healthy. There's people that are going to join you because they want to make money. Okay. So know that, speak to all those people. There's going to be people that just want to make a little bit of money, pay for their kids, like stuff. Somebody was just on the other day that literally, you guys, being able, oh, it was Katie Sue when we did our live. Okay. She was a stay-at-home mom. She had adopted, whenever, her husband is a farmer. And when she and him got together, he had a baby. When his baby had just passed away. And, he also had another daughter, and Katie Sue was able to adopt her. And you guys, not to share her story, but she shared it as well. But they were able to buy a headstone because of the money that they bought, like with this. Okay. That made me cry whenever that day came that they were able to do that. And the fact that she was able to go and buy groceries, and she was able to pay a bill, and she was able to take that stress off of her husband. Okay. Like, I'm going to be very transparent here and tell you, I have always been that person. I had to be the strong one for 43 years of my life. I turned 43 next month. So I'll say for 40 years of my life, I always had to survive. All right. I was hyper independent. I didn't want to ask anybody for help. I didn't expect anybody to help because I knew people let me down. All right. So I was like, if I wanted it, I did it. When I was 11, I was shoveling snow. Okay. I was delivering newspapers. Like, there's a different generation out there these days. All right. I've been working 2 and 3 jobs since I literally was allowed to work. It's just how I operate, and I operate better if I'm busy. If I'm not, then I go stir crazy because I overthink things. But I'm going to tell you, you literally, what you can give somebody the ability to do. Like, I never wanted that help, but you know what? My husband he was the bread, like my husband now, he was the one who carried the weight of his family for his life. Okay. He had 2 sons when he was 17 years old, 5 months apart. Yes, they're 2 different moms. They are not twins. Yes. And the oldest one was my best friend's son. That's how we met. I was best friends with his first baby mama. It's a crazy story and crazy world, right? But anyways, but here he had to provide. And the weight of a man sometimes, and like women out there as well. And I say women out there as well, because I was that person for my family and for right? It's not always the man, but my husband was that person, and I was that person in 2 different relationships. For us to have each other now, we're both want to help each other and doesn't want the other one to be drowning, and to have that partnership. I can tell you, it's a feeling that, even if it's just being able to go and buy a couple things at the store, be able to pay for your kids' pictures, the yearbook, put gas in your car. That is something that maybe your husband doesn't have to pick up an extra shift today or tomorrow. Or maybe your wife, if you're married, or you have a wife or whatever, your wife doesn't have to work an extra 13 hours tomorrow. Because I was a nurse, I worked 13-hour days. I mean, all the time. I sometimes 16 and a half, 17-hour days if I was mandated, because I worked for a union hospital. So I'm telling you this because by sharing, literally, quite literally, you could change somebody's life, whether it's health wise, whether it's mindset wise, whether it's financially. Maybe it's a little, maybe it's a lot. If you are looking left to right, please, guys, stop comparing yourself to the next person. Your journey is not going to be like the next person's, but you need to own your journey. You need to be accountable for your own actions and what you are doing. If you're not getting results, I really want you to do a self reflection and see what you're truly doing. Are you scrolling? Are you really messaging like your customers? Are you really adding people? Are you really posting about what it is Thrive can do for somebody? Or are you just making a post that says, hey, buy my 3 steps, buy my Thrive? Well, why?
And make sure you're sharing all the different avenues we have, because maybe you don't care about the free trips. Maybe you're never going to go on one. But if you're not fighting to earn those, do you know how cool it is to say you, not just how me, I'm like, it's so cool to say it. Like, you earned a free trip. We're big vacation people. If you don't know us, we sold everything we own. We travel full time, like all the things. But people out there want to do that. And a lot of people connect with me on that. But even if that's not you, share it once a week. Travel is huge for people. And a lot of people don't do that. Also, I love you, Katie Sue, and Alan wants to come hang out. So we have to book a trip out to you. If you're not talking about the business and the bonuses and things like that, people aren't going to know about it. If you're not talking about the energy, people won't know about it. If you're not talking about the meals, they don't get the emails. They're not in the group chats. They're not listening to our crazy Zooms every day. Like, people aren't going to know unless you talk about it. And even like, I slide in things that maybe aren't like my jam, but like once a week, throw something different out there, because people don't know the variety that we have here or what we can provide to them unless you're sharing that. And I mean, that goes back to, I took a couple random notes. Like, I know you have to pop off, Amanda, but like when you were saying, if people don't want to talk, then they're not going to thrive for free. Like, it's a trade-off. If you want to hit these bonuses, you better be freaking talking your butt off. You have to talk nonstop to everybody. And some people are going to be like, like I said, blocked, whatever you want to, like, whatever happens. But if you're not sharing that opportunity, they're not going to know. They're not even going to have the chance to say no. And the amount of people who have told me no and then came back and joined is ridiculous. So we won't even touch on that. But it just,
don't be surprised if you don't see me live as soon as I hit my car, because yeah, like I can't type and I can't do stuff. So I'm like, how can I use my time wisely? So I listen to calls, right? I listen to stuff while I'm driving, or sometimes that's when I go live. And I know people are like, oh, don't do that when you're live. Well, listen, I start it when I'm stopped and I stop it when I'm stopped. That's how I do that. Okay. But listen, I want to say this. If you're not where you want to be, please be patient. Please be, I said this, I see Suzanne over here. Okay. I'm going to tell you what, this woman has been persistent. She has been tenacious. She has not given up, even when she felt like she wasn't gaining ground, and she is going to hit 4K. She's not even on my team.
yay.
She inspires the crap out of me because she has fought. Okay. Chanel, I know that she has been, she's had her ups and she's had her downs, and she has gone through it, right? But she has stuck it out. And you know what? Every single person, Katie Sue, I gave her my 200K sign 2 years ago at conference on purpose, because I know and I believe. Kaylee, I know, is going to be on Millionaire, right? Why? Because she's got the heart of gold and she sticks with it. Does she get in her own head? Yep, just like me, right? Just like me. We beat ourselves up, you guys, whenever we go through hard times. And I'm going to tell you, coming out of 2020, I was just talking to somebody last night that went in 12K in 2020, and she got real defeated afterwards. When the world opened up and everybody hopped off of being online, and there like wasn't double QV and all of that stuff, and people got so hung up on their paycheck. Yeah, I said it. They got so hung up on their paychecks. It became about paychecks instead about changing lives. Focus on changing lives one at a time. Open your mouth, and I promise you, get consistent with where you're going. Get the SMART goals. Know what it is. You guys print your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. That is the bare minimum. That is
And don't freak out when you take off. Don't freak out. I left at 40K both times.
Yep.
And I had huge imposter syndrome. I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, I'm here, but like, why am I here? How am I here? Don't freak out. Lean in
Yep.
to everybody here, and make sure you're setting your goals for you. Like I realized, the first time I was here, like, get on stage, do this, do that. And I'm like, I don't want to be on stage. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't want to go up. I mean, like, millionaire award, cool. I'll walk up there, whoop, and then walk away. But like, I don't want to go up and train. I'll do this. I love this. But that's okay. Like, you can build this business to what you want it to be. So make sure you're setting your goals for you, not based on what everybody else is doing, because that's what's going to keep you here. And just lean in. If you need help, like Amanda said, yeah, I'm the nutrition coach and all this, but yesterday I was like, I don't freaking know, or whatever day it was. And I just shot her a quick message. Like, don't be afraid to ask questions and just lean in. Everybody will help you. If you're drowning in reports and you feel like it's stupid and you can't help people, just ask, because somebody will be here to help you. And that was my big thing that
Yep.
I left when I was there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I do have to get off here because I got to pick up my kid, and she will be calling me freaking out. And yeah, she's 13, and this has happened before, but she'll be freaking out if I'm not there. But somebody just said it over here in the comments. A lot of people say they're afraid of failing, but I think a lot of people are more afraid of success, and I think 100% you're spot on. Okay, it is absolutely 100% true. I'm afraid of failing, but I'm also afraid of what happens when I go to that next level. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's been times that I didn't feel that I deserved. But Chas said it best. There's going to be times your paycheck is more than what you've worked for. And then there's times your paycheck, you have worked so hard for where it is that you are. Okay. I don't care where you're at in your journey. I'm telling you, make today your day one. All right. Make today your day one if you need to, but know that going forward, like, go out with a bang every day. Close your eyes and know that you did what you could. Don't lie to yourself. You got to be honest with yourself. Do the affirmations, speak kindly to yourself, and you guys speak where you want to go into existence and let people know you're going. You're going to achieve this. This is how you want to help people. This is who you want to help. Start speaking to the people you want to help. Start speaking the results you want to help them have. Start speaking to people about what it is you can help them accomplish. All right. Because somebody's praying for it. Anyways, I got to get off here. I love you all. Thank you, Annaliese. There's so much I could have said. Opportunity call tonight. Kaylee said she posted it on the team pages. Everybody can invite. If you are not comfortable introducing the opportunity, go invite to people. Okay. So love you all. Have a good day. Thank you, Annaliese.